Welcome to the video, guys. On this video we're going to be looking at offline strikes.
What we're going to do is use Reggie for a drill that you can practice.
We're going to look at you getting offline, but what happens if you can't get offline?
And to add on from our last video, why it's important to get offline.
So by the end of this video you should have an appreciation of the online-offline system. You should understand why we're moving on and offline, and hopefully it will give you ideas to start practicing and changing it. Did you know there's a place that you can go to get our nice t-shirts?
Yes, but I haven't hit you back. Oh,
it's subtle.
We have been asked, why do we need to go offline? One of the big reasons is, I've got lots of power, Callum's got lots of power, our centres are in line. Remember, my centre line is between my hands. If I go here, my centre line is facing, Callum's is facing away. So even though he's in my striking range, I can hit him. If he hits me from that position, he's weaker. He needs to turn and face me. Now we're back on this principle of our centre lines are in line. I have this centre line. There's also this centre line from the side. So people fight like this, it is strong. I've got a strong centre line, he's got a strong centre line, but I'm also narrow and less of a target. But the same actions apply for this. So you have two centre lines on your body. What we want to do is move off their centre line while keeping ours on for maximum power. If you've seen the Teyashi Waza video that we've done, there will be a link, I'm going to say here or here, but it will be there. So the footwork is moving out of the way, getting a good strong position and keeping them in a weak position, or alternatively, using this to push yourself off position. But what we want to do is, as we're going offline, we are striking at the same time. We're doing two things at once. What you don't want to see, I do see this, is I'll be here, I will move, and I will go to strike because I've stopped. Oh, I'm too busy adjusting myself to retaliate or get my technique in. So rather than move, stop, adjust, I'm going to go, you need to move and strike at the same time. So he does not get in first. The next point to add to this is live and dead side. As Callum's coming in, I'm moving to his dead side. So not only have I moved his centre line away from me, he's got no reach or power. If I decide to move in to his live side, it doesn't take a lot for him to move in. Dead, brilliant, have some of that. I move to the live side, I've actually put my centre lines over here. His is now directly in front of me. Always try and go for the dead side. Not always possible, but that's your game plan.
Wow, live sides and dead sides. I absolutely love these things. So Chris is going to give me the cane.
Take it from my cold dead hand.
This is cane disarm ever, thank you. We're going to go an empty hand just to start with. And just a little few things you can see from this position is he means business. His hat's been turned.
You know it's getting serious.
It's just you have your live side here and you have your live side there, but you've also got your live side here. So if the hands were in here, it's like Wing Chun me. And I come up, dead side, live side. So you've got different bits you can do when we're going through. Now in a wheelchair, and I'm going to give Chris the cane back.
Best disarm ever.
I know. I'm on mats. And it's rubber wheels on nice foam mats, and I can barely... Ugh. That's great. I've now got live... Yeah, you're not going to do anything, are you? Okay, I know there's loads of things you're going to do. Leave that away from my face. Oh, I'm going to slap you soon. So, with the wheelchair, am I really going to go offline, mate?
You could do what you did last summer.
Twist again?
Exactly.
No,
Not going to work.
it's not going to work. But if the cane is on my lap, which it is sometimes, and it comes through, you've seen the before, the windscreen wiper. We shall put a link to the windscreen wiper where, Chris? Fabulous, mate, fabulous. And I've turned him offline. Where's your left side? And this is your
That's my best side.
your backside. Some say. He's very frisky today. I have to start watching him. So in a wheelchair, I'm looking to move the object. Whereas able-bodied, you're looking to do the side step, manipulate this way. So, oh friend of mine, you know what I'm going to do in a wheelchair? Do you know what I'm going to do on 2 canes?
Fall over.
Possibly. And by the magic of the power of cinematographer, probably.
You got up and walked, didn't you?
It scares a lot of people, funny enough, when they see me get out of a chair and walk. They don't realise that people in wheelchairs sometimes only need it for 20%. Tripod. Nice strong stance, one off the floor. Can use the tripod to push and push my body aside. I've now got a strong inline, although I'm actually off of Chris's inline. It's not something that I depend upon because I know my mobility, I know my stability, and I know my speed. If it's hot outside, my drugs are working, and I'm in a really good day, I might have a little bit of a good chance of getting offline. So, thinking about this, if I took a half step back and brought the cane up to cause a distance, I'm technically offline. Would you agree?
Oh, I can't reach you.
Exactly. So the idea of being offline is for them not to reach you. So by using a step back with a barrier, I am causing a slight offline, and of course you're going to grab it, aren't you? Go on, grab the cane, grab it. Grab it.
It needs a sand and clean.
It does. It does. Trouble is I use them to walk, and when you clean you've got to leave them for 48 hours. No hints, but I think I need 2 new canes.
With this principle, what you don't want to see is, here's your opponent, I'm going to step out the way, get off his centre line, then I'm going to strike my opponent. It takes too long. It's not going to work. So we're going to have our opponent here. Where's your cane going to be? It's more than likely going to be here, in this hand. They'll never notice that. It might be up here, you might be ready. So practice from these positions. If it's here, I want to have, this foot is landing on the floor to step, there's my first strike. When my second foot, which is left, lands, there will be my second strike. If I'm from here, as I'm stepping, I'm striking, this is coming onto the line, I'm striking again. If it's here, it will be a straight strike coming through. It's not a 1, 2, 3, 4 motion. It's too stiff. You may get a lot of power, but the chances are it won't actually work. What I'm going to add is something from our assisted strike series as well. So I'm going to strike, but I'm going to use my hand to give me some assistance whilst I'm moving. It will be up in the guard position. I'll be, oh no, Reggie, my name is on the list. So as I'm coming up, that's going to come through, that's going to strike across. Kevin suggested I go full speed, full power all at once. What I'm going to do is build up the speed and power until I find a nice controlled state that I can exist in without have this fly back. This isn't a person. This gives you recoil more than a person would.
A man would do it.
I'm not a real man. So we're stepping, and you can see what it's
Nice wrinkle.
Yeah. As a suggestion, step, 2 hands. 2 hands.
Cheating.
I am cheating. Or step, break. see what's happening there. If I come through, I've got my control. If I can't use two hands, I can only use one hand, I've got the power there. So that's how we're going to operate it.
As you can see, Chris forgot one of the guiding principles of
Never-
cane work.
Never listen to Kev.
No, it's not never listen to Kev. It's basically, there's three different types of strikes. We'll put a little link up there, and it's the hit off, and the hit drag. And if you'd done the hit off, you'd have more control. But we're looking at the target, it's coming here, in the wheelchair. There's very little I can do. If the floor surface is in my favour, it's flat, it's smooth, and my brakes are off, then I've got the chance to one hand wheel around while striking with the other. 9 times out of 10 you're on carpet, and if you've ever been in a wheelchair in the normal street, they're angled, there's dips, there's bits missing, there's brickwork, there's rubbish on the floor. It is a minefield when you're actually going through really well. The principle will be, again, as Chris said, hey, I want no trouble, hands are up. I'm coming in, bayonet strike, get the distance. It may be enough just to get their hands raised, get them in a guard. Then I'd like the over the head into a strike. So you're just going. Now the reason that didn't hurt me, and the reason why it did be cool, is because as I hit it, I came off initially. So I hit, pulled away. If I just went in, you can see how it bop, 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 bop. It oscillates and keeps tapping. All I'm doing is just hitting, putting away. And as I'm putting away, I'm making sure my arm extends outwards, so if the cane comes round, I've got a lot of distance to actually stop this cane before it hits me. So for wheelchairs, I would personally scare them over the head, tap away. 2 canes, usually one's on the floor, tripod system. I'm just basically moving my right leg back, the right hand cane is going to do the smack. Again, I'm using that hit on, pull off technique. This is a lot better for me because as I've stepped back, the cane's automatically coming up. I'm in a position where I can warn, stay back. They've got no chance of attacking me because as soon as they walk in, the cane's coming to meet them. It's either going to be a number 12 strike, it could be a number 3 strike. I wouldn't go for number 4 with this. If they are close, then obviously I've got the potential to move back in, and you recognise this from one of our videos, a nice little, we call them palm, but they're more like crook strikes. Again, links will be up top. So from this position, I'm face on with them, I'm pushing my left cane, pushing my right leg back, cane comes up to ready position, strikes away, ready to go, complete control. And there comes the best part. If I'm trying to move them offline, if they're close, we've got a brace block to move them through. Use them as a pair of sticks. I've got stability. I'm using Reggie. You alright, Reg? We have it like this, and the principle is take the attacker offline, or you get offline.
Try practicing moving and striking at the same time offline, getting double strikes in, controlling your strikes.
Start slow, start with less power. Get the principle down, build up. And hopefully, if you've watched this all the way through, then you should have a great idea of how to do this principle, and you'll be able to practice it in your own dojo or your home.
But not on your small children or pets.
How small?
Smaller than me,
So everyone.
pretty much.
Okay. Thanks for watching the video, we hope you like it, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to look as smart as we do, don't forget to check out the merchandise on Teesprings.
Check out our social media accounts, see what's going on in the world of uk.Cane.
Hit that bell and free the fear.